You're in mirror image. Nobody can read it.
Oh, jeez. Hang on. We forgot. We're too busy giving off about stuff.
Oh, you're at the Fringe.
Edinburgh. It's the Fringe this year again.
Oh, will you bring me that back so as I can read that, will you?
Why, what?
I know it's online, but I like the brochure myself.
Oh no, I try to do online because I'm back in Edinburgh for a few days, and the Fringe is on. Place fucking mental already. I mean, it's just absolutely rammed with people, and
good to hear.
Yeah. I mean, it's Edinburgh in August, so it's always rammed. But it's even if you do the app's bollocks because you want to know what's on that day, just that day thing, and it brings up all this listing of shit, and it's like 2,000 events, and you're like, I just want to know a couple of shows, what we can get, blah blah blah. Anyway, stop giving off, Marty. Stop giving off. But yeah, no, as I say, it's hectic over here, and I've a whole pile of organising to do for Monday. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't really care. I'll get it sorted out on Monday.
Okay.
I'll come out in the wash, as you know.
Okay. Hey, you've got a bottle of Black Bottle sitting there.
I have. I bought this the other day. Bottle of Black Bottle, the Alchemy series, and this is the Andean Oak. And I'm a fan of Black Bottle. I have to say, I'm a fan of Black Bottle. This is sweet and nutty, blah de blah. It doesn't really give you. It's all about different cask finishing made with different type oak. Wouldn't be that strong in this. Wouldn't be that fussed on it. I've had it all week and I've drunk a bit of it. Yeah, it's okay. It's the worst out of the three that they've had so far.
Okay.
Yeah, the other two are much better. But Black Bottle just has a nice, easy blended whiskey, 22 quid or whatever it is. It's normally pretty dead on. This not so much. I wouldn't. Yeah, no. Again, cheap enough, but not great. Not great.
Oh, that's unusual from them, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed with it, if I'm totally honest. But again, it was like 22, 24 pound a bottle, whatever it was. So it's like, you can't really go wrong with it, you know.
Somebody will like it, and if you put Coke in it, nobody will know the difference.
But I mean, it's okay. I mean, you're getting what you're paying for, kind of thing. Here, just never a see Sean McLennan there. What about Reese McLennan? And Northern Ireland has more Olympic medals than bloody Canada or Spain. What the fuck's going on? And it's funny because you get it there. Some of them are running and doing stuff or swimming and whatnot for Ireland. The other ones are rowing for Great Britain. And did you notice tonight? Did you notice every time they were talking, Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Great Britain and Northern Ireland, because we've got nearly as many gold medals as they have. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Peter's at the Olympics, is he? Or was he in France? I think you were, Peter, were you?
Oh, I don't know. I've been flat out all week, so I've been absolutely chock-a-block all week. Reese McLennan, he was brilliant earlier on. Brilliant. Where are we talking? Good evening, everyone. Big thanks to Marty for a great whiskey walk last week. Oh yes, it was fair. We'll be talking a wee bit about Belfast Whiskey Week in a wee second. But yeah, the Olympics. I've been watching bits and pieces. I watched the women's 100 meters final there. Girl from St. Lucia. Fantastic race. Fantastic. Really cool. Give me 2 seconds to do this. Change that. Yep, there we go. But yeah, no, it's too much bloody swimming, that, if I'm honest. There's about too much swimming. Aye. Home sweet home, that was last weekend. Peter's away. All over the place. All over. Hard out life you have, my son. Hard out life. Aye. But no, last Saturday, I was in Queens for the awards and all that for Belfast Whiskey Week. I have to say, Belfast Whiskey Week this year had a different feeling than sort of previous years, because it just flowed a lot better. There was an awful lot more. I'm going to say, and I'm not being critical here, but a lot more organisation, a lot more. Ticket sales were definitely up. There was a lot of different events that were well attended. Um, yeah,
But
just
you've got to remember that he did all this more or less over lockdown.
yeah. I mean, he started it, and I mean, it was obviously when he started it, it was for year one's always hard, and then COVID hit and so on. But it just this year there was a better feel about it. There was things were a bit better, a lot better organised. There's still hiccups. I mean, whenever you're doing a big event like that, there's always stuff that goes wrong. And he was. I mean, Paul was let down a few times. There was a few things that things just came out of left field to him. But the one trait I will say about me, he's remarkable at adapting and getting things changed over. So yeah, it was. Darren says they still won't answer email or Beck book message regarding a hoodie ordered weeks ago. Right, Darren. Well, I'll get on the case. I'll get a message to him and say, look,
Uh,
there's a hoodie.
Was
I'll
was
get
the
you a
was the
hoodie for him.
hoodie my size? Because it might be here. I might have just knocked it. No, I
Yeah.
didn't really. I didn't really.
No, Darren, I'll get on to him and get it sorted out.
There's
As I
Cindy
say.
Hutton. Cindy
Hmm?
Hutton saying hello from New York. There you go.
But no, yeah. So as I say, all of this is just a better feel about it this year, and a lot of events were well attended. Took the whiskey walk. You've a couple of pictures there.
We do actually. We should start because it's 7 minutes past 10 already. XXL. Darren says it is XXL. It probably happened.
No, probably a wee streaky thing for you. But no,
Look at that.
actually out doing the whiskey walk. I have to say, I had a couple of people I have to thank. I have to thank Frank, who was out helping me, great guy, and then I have to thank Diogo. There's a Brazilian foosball player. You know that indoor footbally thing with the wee ball. He's over playing football in Belfast, and a nice guy. I took the absolute piss out of him all week. Yeah, I kept telling people, listen, he's a footballer. So don't brush up against him because he falls down holding his face. But yeah, really really nice guy. So those guys. Johnny McMurray was there. He's a top guy, and really cool guy. He's subsequently done a wee favour for my young boy, so good man. Thanks for that. Big shout out to him. So yeah, just good events. A couple of people over. I managed to pick up a bottle. Oh yeah, Anthony's and Katie's daughter Jade got married today. Well, wee round of applause. Congratulations. Well done. Also, Johnny Holton brought over his Tasmanian whiskey, the Journey, and I managed to buy the bottle of it. I walked into
Wow.
the expo, and the first thing he said, "Do you know?" He says, the whiskey. The whiskey you got down in in Cork." He says, "I've a bottle of it here."
Wow.
I says, How many of them do you have?" He says, "Oh, it's the only one I have." I take it straight away. So I come in, the place was boiling hot. I have to say, it was boiling hot. And I come in, I had the jumper on, or what do you call them? I don't have hoodies on. One
All
of them
right.
hoodies on.
Right.
I was boiling. So I said to him, listen, have to go to the wee boys' room. Have to go to the boys' room, go and change things, and then I'll come in and pay for it. And by the time I come back, literally, he says, as soon as I left the table, the guy came over and says, "Oh, I want that bottle." And he says, "No, I've just sold it, Marty." So I have it at home. And yeah, looking forward to get it cracked open whenever I get a chance and savouring it because that's a really, really nice whiskey. Really, really nice, I have to say. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, big up. I have to give Paul his dues. Belfast Whiskey Week was a real success this year. Lots of stuff. Okay, lots of stuff went really, really well. Big demands on his time, and he managed to pull a really good festival. Really good festival. Actually, really good. Yeah. Tasmanian accent. Ray would be pretty. Yes. Ray and the friend of Hans accents sound great. Yeah. I was sort of trying to do it there, Jim, and then I had to just cut it because I realized it wasn't the accent at all. Because I have been sort of semi-mocking Americans all day because I've been asked a couple of absolute Brammer questions this week, and the highlight the highlight was when I told people that the national animal of Scotland is the unicorn, and I sort of was explaining why. And somebody said, Marty, do Scottish people know that unicorns don't exist? Yeah, they figured that one out. They figured that one out, for fuck's sake.
Okay.
Nuts.
I
Yeah.
can beat that. I got asked, can I try some Irish tea? And I says, yeah, sure. There it is. There, Barry's, and then Barry's Thompson's. And the person actually thought it grew in Ireland.
Aye. Yeah. That reminds me of the time I was working in the place and they had a cactus. And I think she must have been Australian, and I won't do the accent, Jim. But she came in and she goes, what's that plant? He says, it's a cactus. He says, is it a local cactus? In fucking Ireland. It was pissing out of the heavens at the time. No, we don't have native cactuses in Ireland for some fucking reason. No, nuts. Is it a native cactus?
Madness.
Aye, absolute bonkers. But no, I was going to say something. I was going to say I got I can't remember what it was, but we'll get back to it. See, Michael, what I said to the girl was, don't you dare say there's no no unicorns, because leprechauns ride them to work every morning. You know, and I'm not 100% sure she realised I was taking the piss out of her. But anyway,
There's Cindy Hutton, SMH.
What
does that mean in English?
Not sure.
SMH.
Cassandra here, the Tassie tasting for the highlight. Well, besides my American and cigar tasting. Well, the American tasting, let's be honest, Cassie. The American tasting, we were there. Yeah, some nice. So, that's the thing. I do give Paul huge credit for is the amount of different stuff from all over the world that he does. We did a Japanese and Taiwanese tasting, which I did, and I have to say I was very disappointed in the Japanese stuff. I mean, these weren't bottom end bottles. These were pricey bottles, and the Taiwanese stuff just blew it out of the water. It really did. The Cavalan was really good, but the Nantu stuff was. Now it was a Scotch Malt Whisky Society bottling.
Hold on, I think my car alarm's going. Took away.
Okey doke. Somebody's trying to steal Justin's car. Oh, brilliant. So somebody's trying to steal Justin's car. But no, Belfast Whisky Week was a real success this year, I have to say.
No, it was somebody else's. Else's.
That's good. No, so anyway, we'll do a wee bit of news about stuff that I've sort of been gleaming about, because we never really done about any news the last couple of weeks. First up is, well, it's not. I mean, it's old sort of news now, but
it's big news. It's good news.
Because it's the amount of money and stuff that they're going to be doing. It's down not too far away from me. It's the fact that Darrell, Carl, and Adrian have bought the Londonderry Arms Hotel. They've just bought the Londonderry Arms Hotel. Now, it's going to be a whiskey-themed hotel. That's the idea. I was over, Darrell gave me a run through, Adrian gave me a bit of a run through what they're planning on doing. It's going to be, they're going to have like big whiskey bar, your 400 bottles all over different whiskey, Irish and Scotch and Japanese and bourbon and all that's going to be there. All the food is going to have whiskey elements to it, which, fingers crossed, it all goes well. In that line of thing, you can't overplay your hand in these kind of things, but I don't think they will. They're clever guys. There's a few other things that I know that they've been trying. I don't really want to just say what they're doing, but I was over in having a chat with them, about like tour offerings and stuff that they could do, um, and whatnot. But yeah, it should be a fantastic thing. The place does need a bit of work. There's no two ways about it. It's a little bit run down, but I know they're getting in people to do bits and pieces. Why are we just looking at one little square of this thing, Justin? And we got Keir Starmer there a second ago.
I don't know. I got a notification through there. I can scroll down, but there's that many adverts in these things now that it's probably going to come up
Yeah,
with another advert. There it is. There. Yep.
yeah. Just bring up the link and stuff. But yeah, they're wanting to do their chocolates and all that kind of stuff, and they have what you call it, an open night. They want to do a promotional thing for Outwalker. You can take this off now, Justin, if you really wanted to.
I'm trying to get the link to come up. I don't know why it's not. Hold it. Here it is. Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
But no, they wanted to do a whole pile of different stuff. So yeah, exciting times down there.
It is, but it's ideally placed in the Antrim coast, isn't it?
It really is. I think it's going to be take that off because that's just annoying me now.
Mhm.
That thing, but no, I think they have a really cool place with loads of history, nice inside. They have for anybody that was down recently, whenever you went past, it was all redecorated and redone because they're filming a TV show down in it that's written by the same girl that wrote Derry Girls, and it's going to be called How to Get to Heaven from Belfast, and it's one of the Londonderry Arms is going to be one of the sets of it. So yeah, so it's going to be a really nice thing. As I say, they'll be doing tasting nights, they'll be doing promotional. The food will be good, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, yeah. So good on them. As I say, good guys doing good things. So fingers crossed that all pans out really well for them. Outwalker McNally. Aye, they've got a bit of a tie up with Outwalker whiskey. I'm not that struck on it because it's just too. You can tell it's done by cocktail guys. I mean, you just know straight away. It's just trying too hard. I like I'm a fan of Darrell's Limavady. I think it's for price point. I think it's pretty good. I think it's very good actually for the way it is. But yeah, can I cook an eyebrow about the whole Londonderry Arms thing until we see? I hope it works for them. Like tourists will love it. I imagine. Yes, that's the whole point. It'll be for tourists. That's people who are coming to come and stay. But yeah, that's the whole point. And that's what they're going to aim for. Try and get people to come down, stay, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty cool.
Peter, warning tonight. There's loads of screen shares tonight with loads of flashing images in it. So if you have ADHD or anything like that, epilepsy, do take care.
Right. Well, next up is in fact just an article about the amount of whiskey tourists to Ireland. 800,000 in the past year. Big thing. Irish Whisky Association have said that there was 800,000 tourist visits from 2023, June 2023 to June 2024, and the majority coming from overseas, which is nice. That's pretty cool. It goes on to tell you, it tells you about the Red Book of Ossory and all in that article. The article is only really a headline, but in below it, lots of the tourists are coming over from. Yeah, people coming over. 3/4 of them are foreign visitors, foreign guests. So that's pretty cool.
It is. It's good. It is good. No sign of whiskey tourism abating then, even though whiskey sort of.
I mean, whiskey hasn't. It's a lot of the secondary market, and okay, the Diageo sales have dropped. It was a big sort of story in the middle of the week. The Diageo sales have dropped down, but Johnny Walker lost 10% of its sales in the US, according to articles. But yeah, I mean, people are still drinking whiskey, and it's still on the up. And people who like it kind of like the touristy aspect of it as well, because it buys into a brand. I mean, it's a clever thing, you know. It's a nice thing that, I mean, nobody, as far as I know, nobody goes to visit vodka distilleries. There's no big mad rush to go to the Smirnoff factory. You know, so whiskey kind of occupies a slightly different niche than other places. But yeah, 800,000 people going to see um, Irish distilleries, and hopefully that continues and goes up. Well, in terms of unique spaces to go and see, in the London area will be very nice. We have, without question, and I'd say this to anybody ever goes in the friend at hand, we have the nicest whiskey space in the world, hands down. But there's one
Oh,
mind popping my head into. I saw this article the other day. Royal Salute have opened a tasting room in the Tower of London.
wow.
Aye.
Now, the catch for that, as far as I know, that that will actually be tax-free, because inside royal palaces, you don't pay the tax on alcohol, or at least you didn't. Because I remember somebody telling me they bought a round of drinks there once about 20 years ago, and it was like a couple of quid.
Mm.
I don't know whether that's still the same or not. Do you know whether that's still the same or not, Marty?
It'll not be in there. Okay,
Hmm.
you'll not be getting anything in there for cheap. I wouldn't imagine. It's
Hmm.
one that's by invite only. Neatly tied with the reveal, Royal Salute has also revamped its treasured 62 gun salute blend with two new releases. The Royal Salute exclusive tasting chamber will be the only place in the world where you can sample the exclusive new collection of the drum. See, this is the bit where I doubt it's going to be cheap, Justin. Um, 62 blah 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 blah. Goes on and on, tells you roughly what it is. It doesn't really. As well as the 62 gun salute, the Royal Salute Chamber will offer VIPs a chance to delve deep into the archives in what is being termed the Treasures Collection. This not only includes a 62 gun salute flight, but also some of the oldest and rarest expressions of the Royal Salute portfolio. So you see that bit where you said, "Oh, we'll get a drink for a couple of quid."
No.
No, no. It's just, this ain't going to be no couple of quid shit, right? This is going to cost an absolute fortune. But I think it would be a really nice place to spend while away a wee bit of time. Yeah. In terms of whiskey spaces, I think
Wow, 25 grand King Charge the third edition and the 20 grand Platinum Jubilee edition. Oh my
aye,
God.
aye. So the bit we were talking about getting a bit of tax off it, I don't think that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen with that. But no, in terms of whiskey spaces, I think it'd be pretty nice place to be.
I wonder, can we wangle an invite to that, Marty? Could we
Aye.
wangle an invite to that?
Well, we see. Well, we see. Um, no, I don't. I don't think. I might know somebody that might get into it, but we'll not. We'll not get into it. But I might know a couple of people that might pop their head on. But yeah, been a nice place to put it. But yeah, whiskey spaces. These sort of places that you can get a drink, um, are becoming all the more exclusive. What was I
Mm,
saying? That's right.
it's true. Yeah, it's true.
Aye. Aye. Just it's harder again because you have to go through gym, and all depends whether gym likes you or not, whether you get through.
Uh,
but yeah,
he
it's
he makes me stand at the door.
I don't blame him for one fucking second. but no, as I say, I still think the friend is without question the nicest place in the world, and in whiskey world. There isn't anywhere else like it. Next up, Mickle. Our friends down in Galway, the Mickle Distillery, have released their first special release. It's a 700 cl bottle, 50% peated from their own peat. This special whiskey represents the perfect marriage of their Connemara and Galway city roots. Produced on a small still, this wonderful expression uses 100% Irish barley, malted with turf from our family land, matured in PX, Amontillado, and Palo Cortado casks, imparting intense sweet depth to this already exceptional spirit. I really like these guys. They're just nice, small, doing their thing. They were on with Gordon Ramsay a couple of weeks ago. But Porrick's a lovely fella, just a really, really nice guy. So this, the first release bottle, €200. This didn't sell out in seconds, you know, and it kind of showing a bit of where the trade is. I put it on. I brought it on the Celtic Whiskey page because I went looking through, and on the website, the stuff that Michael guys had themselves didn't sell out. That sold out. Sorry, it sold out really quick. The Celtic Whiskey page, it was there until about 2 days ago, and it was released. It's been on there for well over a week.
Presentation looks strong, but
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, the presentation's strong, but the flippers are now kind of being they're things are not flipping anymore. Well, the occasional stuff, your final Dreamcast bottling and so on, all that kind of stuff. But guys are not buying these now to just quickly flip them. And I know that I'm kind of happy that it didn't sell out just as quick because the guys were able to pick it up, and it is still going to be a collector's bottle. Let's be honest. I mean, I firmly believe that inaugural bottles should be collectible bottles put up. That's their presentation pieces, and it's nice. That's the way that kind of thing should be. 350 bottles of it, bottled at 50%, sold at €200, spot on. Always the second bottle you're interested in, because that way you know what it's going to be like. It's there to see what the price point is and get it opened and get it drunk. So good on them. I'm glad it sold out. I'm glad they might be able to pick up a bottle here and there. I'm sure there'll probably be a few of them pop up at one of the auction sites very shortly. But yeah, nice bunch of lads. Glad to see they got it on the shelf. And another Irish actual spirit, not a sourced spirit coming out. So good on them. More part of their rebuild. And hopefully Gordon Ramsay bought a couple of bottles because that was a big thing. That's a big thing. I mean, don't underestimate the power of Gordon Ramsay. He's absolutely enormous, man.
When he turns up on your doorstep, you know you're going to get a lot of people through it afterwards.
Yeah, you kind of think so. Yeah, I mean, he it's everybody knows who he is, So the fact that he came to see him is good on him, So hope everything goes well for them. Next up, Blackwater Distillery have released their Blackwater Irish whiskey, the full Irish. 48.5%, 50 cl, bottle, limited edition. One of these, everything from here is going to be limited edition because they don't have very much, to be quite honest with you. They're a tiny wee distillery. It showcases the three styles of Irish whiskey: grain, single malt, and pot still.
They know what they're doing down there, but
yeah, I mean, Peter's a really nice setup, and he likes doing all the experimental stuff as well, which is nice. What's in the bottle? 45% Blackwater produced single malt, 45% Blackwater produced pot still, both 5 years old, and 10% 7-year-old grain whiskies finished in stout cask from Hopefully Brewing Company. This blend contains every permissible grain: barley, malt, wheat, oat, rye, and maize. Every type of Irish whiskey: malt, pot still, and grain. And there's the stout. What more thing? So I mean, it's probably a bit bouncy all over the place. I don't know what it'll be like in the palate, but I mean, it's one of these things. It's €55 bottle. I mean, reasonably priced. Blend with their own stuff. So yeah, I'll probably end up, when I get back home, I'll get a bottle of that and give it a whirl and see what it's like. But yeah, as I say, nice for them. Nice that they're bringing out things a bit different. I do imagine it's not going to be the most balanced thing in the world. I may be wrong. I'm always up for being proven wrong. But yeah, yeah, good on them.
Nice.
Now, if you fancy a job, I'm in Edinburgh, and Johnny Walker Princess Street are bigly pushing that they're wanting staff. They have invested a huge amount of this, huge amount of stuff in this. Um, what's Jim saying there? Blackwater, Blackwater, a bit of a naughty name. If you know, you know. Down below, and of course, the latest redacted is Blackwater. Tastes like flavoured poaching to me, like, but fair play to Blackwater and redacted boys for giving it a go. Yeah, anyway. Good on them. Good on them. But no, down here, Johnny Walker, Princess Street. This is a big place. I mean, there's a lot of money has been spent there, and huge amount of people, huge footfall through it, huge footfall through it. But they're looking thing, and it's kind of you can tell that they're really looking staff. They're wanting experienced ambassadors, experienced support assistants, and retail associates. But there's also retail back of house, bartender, food and beverage assistant, and performance artists. So Justin, you could maybe be in there as a performance artiste. If you scroll down a wee bit,
Hello.
right where it gets to the job bit, down right, find your opportunity. Scroll across, and you'll come to a performance artist. So you could become Justin. You could become.
Oh, hold on. Oh, there it is. Look at that there.
Right, click on that, and it'll come up. Our performance artists excite and fascinate visitors from around the world by performing on our main guided tour experience. You'll leave our guests with memories of a fantastic whiskey tour and truly one of a kind of souvenir. Terrific stories to tell. Candidates must be between 5'4" and 5'8". That'll be you. Candidates must be able to walk comfortably unaided at pace for up to 2 hours. Right, well, that's you fucked. There was a job opportunity for you there, Justin.
I know. Anyway, they wouldn't want me because if I came there, a bus would probably crash through the building or something like that. There. Yeah.
More than likely. But no, I know it sounds a bit trite, but there's loads of people get jobs in these things because it gets you in the fucking door with the Diageo. And then, because I was talking to a guy who'd done his master's from Harriet Watt in distilling, to be a distiller. And there was no opportunities for him. But he got a job as a guide in one of the distilleries. And it got him his foot in the door. He had a conversation on his way being an apprentice distiller in Scotland, which is exactly what he wants to do. So, again, I know I mean, it's Johnny Walker. They don't need the likes of us to plug it. But, I mean, loads of people interested in the whiskey industry. It is the biggest concern that there is. So, and where it is, I mean, if you've seen Edinburgh at the minute, it's fucking rammed with people.
Haven.
Yeah. I know what plays with your drum. That's all he does. I know him too. And I don't think he would move to Scotland, but I don't think he would go to Scotland. He would no.
I have a mate that turned down a job in Edinburgh.
Doing what?
I can't tell you because then people would know who it is.
Aye. Oh, plenty of work over here, plenty of people over here. But no, I don't think standing outside the door at the Johnny Walker experience is exactly what they'd be looking for. But honestly, if anybody's interested in getting involved, paid whiskey world, it's something to think about. It really is, because they have pumped some heap of money into that place down there.
I could get Americans in the door. All you need to do is say, you could taste hard liquor in here if you're under 21, and they'd trample over you to get in.
No, tell them there's actual unicorns in there. That's where the back there.
No.
I can't believe that day. But yeah, as I say, it was madness. Another thing, Teeling have done, you know, the way they were doing their Notre Dame. They did Notre Dame Navy were playing last year, and Teeling became the official whiskey of Notre Dame American football team.
Yes.
Well, now they've got a whiskey out. they did a promotional bottle, which I don't know many of them had done. I think it was very, very rare. They did a celebratory one for the game, and none of them have appeared up at auction. I don't think, because I wouldn't mind getting my hands on one of them bottles for as a little bit of a keepsake. But yeah,
I got asked to do it again this year. I think you did it 3 years ago, didn't you?
I did it 3 years ago. I can't be bored doing it again. It was just, I
like it. We run because they always do that wee brewery on the way down, so it's always nice.
Oh,
But
that
just
was
can't
nice
do it
enough.
this year, you know.
No, there was a couple of things about it I just didn't like the way it was run, so I'm not doing that. But no, the big college game last year. I mean, the biggest movement of American people since Second World War was they come and watch Notre Dame and Navy, where Notre Dame absolutely hammered Navy. But yeah, so they're bringing out this bottling. There is an event, but it's in Texas, and it's basically a tasting of it. So keep an eye out on Eventbrite for one of these, because especially if you're in the States, there might be one of them appear somewhere near you, and get your wee arse down it.
Yep, Dublin was a wash with Americans for that one.
Absolutely. I mean, it was just chock-a-block with people. They were spelling out of Dublin, coming up with a friend of Anne up in Belfast. There was so many of them. But yeah, I mean, it was a great event, a huge event. And I don't think people appreciate, certainly over here, just how big college football is in the States. It's absolutely enormous. Something like the 9 out of the top 10 stadiums in the world are American college football stadiums.
That's right. It's big. It's big.
Enormous. And
that's what I got asked the other way on the way past Dermoy. I said, "There's an American football club coming up down here, the Causeway Chance," and everybody says, "Is there a stadium?" And I says, "No, it's a field. It's a field." And lo and behold, they were actually practicing on Wednesday. So there you go.
I know a guy who plays American football. He played American football. Now he coaches, and his claim to fame was he was the third most successful quarterback in Ireland. I have say 6.
Hmm.
But no, fair play to them. But yeah, I mean that's a big thing for Teeling. That's a big thing to get Teeling involved with. But the next one, this story just annoyed the fuck out of me. On a way, I'm not really sure why it annoyed me so much. Marty, while you're in Scotland, you should look out for compass bugs. Oh, I know compass bugs. Yeah, I've tried compass bugs before, Peter. On the whole, pretty good stuff. Now, the W.Y. Daily, Williamsburg, Yorktown Daily, published this story, and there's so much wrong with this. No, most of the time this doesn't annoy me that much. Whenever people get stuff wrong, whenever they go on the tours, and the tours do we aged whiskey for 3 years and 1 day for we're extra better special and all that shit, right? We spell whiskey with an E because we're extra special, and I was like, but that doesn't really annoy me because they're just telling what they've been told, just sort of entertain people. But this fucking article, a member of the Williamsburg community for 10 years, 8 Shires Distillery, has events planned all year to celebrate, full stop. Okay. The year-long series of events, collaboration thing, blah, 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 the celebration thing. Jamestown 1608 single malt whiskey, which it calls the crown jewel of 8 Shires' historical line of spirits, right? And it goes on to talk about the spirit's most interesting element may be the water used to make it, collected from James Fort's first well by Jamestown rediscovery in 2009. Right. So anyone who knows about making whiskey knows that the water doesn't make a huge difference, but okay, it's historical water. This year's celebration will allow 8 Shires to share its spirits and love of history with fellow things, located in blah blah blah. But it says in it that they are bringing out a 400-year-old whiskey. No, they're not.
Sure, Mike isn't 400 years old. How could they ever have it?
How's America not 400-year-old? As a state, as an independent nation, it's not 400 years old, but they've been there before 400 years. 1496.
1486. Yeah, but where would they've stuck it?
I know where I'd like to stick it, Justin, if I'm totally honest. But made from
You'd like to stick it in a Harrier jump jet and travel it at 300 miles an hour, and it would be all right.
I was talking to that the other day, actually. Made from custom stills, recreated from the original stills. Made from custom stills, recreated from the original stills. So did they have the?
They're fakes. They're fake.
That's bullshit. Glass Olympic stills operate just as the Four Feathers did, and have produced not only an amazing period accurate spirit, but a whiskey that is remarkably smooth. Honestly, I just want to punch this fucking article.
Never let the truth get in the way of marketing. Never let the truth get in the way of marketing.
It's a staff writer. What we should do is we should basically just harass and harangue the WY Daily and just say, look, fuck off. The whole thing, even the picture has annoyed me. Something shocking. I know Jim will be going, he'll read the story go apocalyptic because I mean, everything about this is just annoying as fuck. The picture of your guy, the fact that they're going to be, oh, her historic water, you know, right? Because the water has to be neutral. I mean, the whole thing about the water. Oh, we use this water, and you know that just teaspoon the thing, right? That's pretty much probably all that is. Then we have recreated the stills using the original stills. No, you probably didn't. No, the stills aren't kicking about for 400 years. The most interesting spirit is the water. It's 400 years old. The thing, it's just bollocks from start to finish. It's just balls. Yeah, really annoying. Why whiskey in America didn't exist then? America did exist then. It just wasn't an independent America. That came. When did that come, Jim? Remember, read the McConnell's bottle.
1777 or 6 or something like that.
Yeah, because because the bottle 1776. Remember, it's as historically accurate as McConnell's is distillery in the Crumlin Road Jail. It's a bit fantasy, a bit made up, but it sells. And if that goes all right, that article just annoyed the tits off me, if I'm totally honest.
All right.
But you know what didn't annoy me was today, as my guests were leaving today to depart over to the promised land, New Zealand and Belfast, a couple of people come over and said, "Oh, thank you very much. It's a great tour, great tour." You know what somebody bought me?
A cow.
No.
A unicorn?
They bought me they bought me a little bottle of whiskey. And they were actually listening, okay? Because they bought me the beautiful
Victoriana Glen Scotia. Oh. Very nice.
Yes. They bought me Victoriana, which is just beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, they bought me that. And I will have it in their honor. So well, but yeah, no, I was very, very pleased because I've been asked. You people would ask me stuff all week about whiskey on the tour and blah blah blah. And I said, look, one of the nicest whiskeys, just totally different. Most things, really nice, really pleasant, really affordable. Is a one called Glen Scotia Victoriana, and they got
Darren Flexes. That's exactly what's in my glass right now.
Oh, it's lovely.
There's nothing in my glass right now, so I'm way down to get another glass of Guinness.
Lovely and sharp and citrusy. Steel line. Lovely. That's chuffing lovely. Really is. Just little sweet elements, little citrusy notes, lovely salty notes, and then fruity on the back. Oh, just really cool. Really, really nice drink. I big fan of Victoriana. I've been since the very second I tasted it.
Lovely stuff. Great show tonight. Even you're on technically away working on a Highland Sling or a Highland Fling or whatever.
I'm here for a couple of days, then over to Ireland. So back over in the promised land. Oh yeah, I have proof. It's like a unicorn. It's like that there. It's like a unicorn.
Ah,
Uh,
that's-
out on my travels, I was in the. I can't even remember where we were. I've been all over the place. But I was in the Green Welly. If you don't know Green Welly down in Tyndrum, before you go up to the rest and be thankful, heading up to Glencoe, the Green Welly, loads of people stop there. I mean, it would shock you how many people stop there in a day. And I walked in, and they have loads of single cask stuff, and they've loads of the whiskey shop at the back of it, fairly well stocked. And lo and behold, the hinge is sitting there. And our own egg cask hinge sitting on the shelf. And I thought the fact that they're in here, that's a nice
that's good.
feather.
That is good. That is good.
Anyway, but yeah, as I say, out and about again. Wish me luck for the next couple of days because we need it. Because if you see the amount of people that's floating about here, you know what I want tonight, Justin, to an all you could eat Chinese, all you could eat buffet Chinese.
I've got 3 minutes. I've got 13 minutes to get to the all-you-can-eat buffet in Carrick now. Will I make it? No, I won't.
I will get some wee just eat boy. Somebody just eat boy from Somalia. Going like hammers.
No, he won't be in Carrick tonight after what went on here today. But anyway.
Well, I'm saying Tyndrum Whiskey Shop, one of my regulars. Class. That's class. Absolutely. It's nice whenever I go in and see, oh, there's Irish whiskey sitting on the shelf of Scotch. It's just nice, you know. But right, I am back home again next week or this week, sometime this week, and we'll get a show sorted out for next week. I shall bid you all farewell.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Remember, we're live on YouTube, LinkedIn, Telegram. We're not on Twitter anymore because they wanted us to pay to live stream, and we already pay and not paying again. And nobody really watches on Twitter anyway. Actually, probably more people watch us on Telegram than Twitter. But Elon Musk, if you're listening, you want to give us it free, we'd be pleased to go back on X or Twitter or whatever its name is. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week. Whatever you're doing, enjoy the week. Yes, all you can eat buffet are lovely. All right. Night, everyone.